Chapter 1.9.3 Process ID Limits and Reservations. Here is a short summary about the article. Kubernetes in v1.20 introduces PID limiting, allowing cluster administrators to cap the number of process IDs a pod can use, ensuring efficient resource usage and preventing PID exhaustion. Node-level PID limits help protect system daemons, while per-pod limits control resource consumption and stability. Proper configuration ensures system reliability and prevents one pod from impacting others and the whole node. Okay, that was the short summary. Let's have a deeper look into the contents. Process ID limits and reservations. Kubernetes version 1.20 introduces a stable feature allowing the limitation of process IDs a pod can utilize. This feature is vital since exceeding PID count on a host can lead to instability without affecting other resources. Admins can configure PIDs allocated to each pod and reserve a number of PIDs exclusively for system operations. This reservation ensures crucial host processes like kubelet continue running despite multiple pods operating. The default operating systems on some Linux setups might have low PID limits. Adjusting the value of /proc_sys kernel/pidmax is advisable. Cluster administrators can configure the kubelet to manage PID allocation effectively, potentially allocating about 1,000 PIDs per pod. This configuration helps protect the machine from becoming overwhelmed, reminiscent of CPU or memory resource allocations. However, different risks exist for overcommitting PIDs. The PID limiting for individual pods is designed to prevent one pod from impacting another. However, it does not entirely safeguard node agents from PID exhaustion. Strategically reserving PIDs mirrors the approach to CPU or memory reservation for smooth system and daemon functioning. Currently, pods do not inherently define their resource limits, necessitating uniform node configurations to simplify PID management across the cluster. Kubernetes offers the ability to reserve process IDs for system use by setting the parameter p=number through the command line options, system reserved and kube reserved for the kubelet. This configuration reserves a designated number of process IDs separately for the system and for Kubernetes system daemons. Pod PID limits. Kubernetes enables setting a node-level limit for the processes within a pod called PID limit. Each node may have distinct limits. Configuration options include using the flag pod max pods with the kubelet or adjusting pod PIDs limit in the kubelet's configuration file. Based eviction. Kubelet's eviction mechanism is used to manage misbehaving pods by configuring out-of-resource handling for eviction signals like PID.available, which sets PID usage thresholds for pods. It supports both soft and hard eviction policies, though rapid PID growth might still lead to node instability. While hitting PID limits results in failure to acquire new PIDs, proper configuration ensures other workloads and processes remain unaffected.